Am I the a-hole for divorcing my wife 2 years after she was assaulted? I, 25-year-old male, have been married to Amber, 25 female, for the last 5 years. For the first 2 years of our marriage, it was absolutely amazing. We did everything together. We worked. I took care of the bills. She took care of the household. We pretty much had the perfect life until she got on social media and started to learn about hot girl summer and all this hot girl stuff. I didn't understand the appeal of it, but she wanted to go out and party more, go out and drink, and I didn't want to do it with her. Because she had friends, she started to develop more girl nights and have a lot of more fun with her single friends. I was letting her know, hey, you're married, and she was like, well, I can have fun, I can live my life, I'm still young, and these are the best years I have. And I said, okay. 6 months after that conversation, her friend group started to include more guys. And I had some quarrels about this and was like, maybe I should start going with you because this could end up being a dangerous situation. And she said, no, you don't like that type of stuff and these guys are cool anyway. And I was like, okay, but this seems like a bad situation. So one night I was feeling really, really sick and she was about to head out and I was like, hey babe, can you just stay with me for the night? I feel like something bad's gonna happen. I really want you to spend some time with me and just sleep with me, watch some movies and eat some ice cream. She said no, her friends were asking her to come out, and everything was going to be fine. And for the life of me, I said no. And I started a hard argument. And I was like, if you leave this house, I will be extremely disappointed and I will be extremely hurt. And she said, is that an ultimatum? Because we can just end this relationship now. And that right there brought me to tears because I didn't think we were like that. I didn't think that was something that was going to happen between us. And as she was walking out the door, I just knew something was going to happen. Lo and behold, something bad did happen. And it was way worse than I thought. The individual that did the action against her ended up getting a long time in prison. And everything came out that he did it not to just her, multiple people. It was an absolute tragedy. And we went to therapy and talked through this. Well, that was 2 years ago. And I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't touched her since that night. The reason is, about a week after the incident, there was a lot of trauma that was going on with her. But I had asked her, hey, is it cool if you get tested? And she said, I haven't been with anybody but you. And then I had to remind her again, which led her down a horrible rabbit hole. Lo and behold, yeah, she had got something from old buddy. And it was not something you can just get rid of. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't want it. So for the past 2 years, I've just been emotional support for her and not really inside of an intimate relationship with my wife. I don't want to live like this. And I know this is something that she's going to have to live with for the rest of her life. But I shouldn't have to. So I'm really thinking about getting a divorce.
There's so many red flags in the story. And the guy is justified in wanting to divorce his wife. He's justified.
You see, that's where I feel like a bit like
the morality of it is that when you decide to get married, y'all stick together for better,
for worse,
or for worse,
for sickness and in health,
for in sickness and for in health. This is the sickness part.
This is the sickness part.
This is the worst part.
The worst part. This is the sickness part.
Y'all make these vows, marriage.
Exactly.
We take marriage so lightly these days that divorce is the first option when things happen. Divorce is normally the first option now.
Let's get divorced.
Morally, he shouldn't divorce his wife.
Yes.
Morally. Or religiously. Should I say religiously or whatever? Because he made that oath,
it's his wife.
That this is his wife until death does them part.
Absolutely. And Shiguta Ayagubad. Who must she go to?
But in this day and age, in the society we live in, people can get divorced for whatever reason, and it doesn't even have to be a big reason too. If one person has had enough and it's not willing to fix things,
they just get divorced.
So I think now in marriages, people should just remove that line.
What?
For better or for worse.
Like not say vow.
No, just that part. Remove it.
For better or for worse.
Or in sickness and how to death do us part. Just remove that part. Because people do not stick to that. Yeah, see that part where they say to stay together for better or for worse, in sickness and health, till death do us part. That part there.
But then it's not marriage.
Yeah, but then
Let's be
but
honest.
then-
The whole premise of marriage is being together no matter what.
Yes.
And that is, those lines are emphasizing that. Uthi.
yes,
Now, what you are getting into is a permanent lock, okay?
back then.
But that's what marriage is.
Marriage today.
No.
Marriage-
There's no such thing, my
Oh, wait,
friend.
wait, wait.
As like,
Let's hear me out.
well,
Let's hear me out.
No.
Marriage today.
No.
Marriage today. The divorce rate is over 50%. So more than half of the people that get married get
Then people
divorced,
should not get married then.
right?
Why
So,
are people
marriage-
getting married when
marriage-
they're
marriage
changing
today-
everything that marriage is about?
Marriage today, you're more than likely to get divorced if you get married in today's society. You're more than likely to get divorced. So why are people lying under this oath
Under oath.
or under God or whatever and saying that you
Because
will
there's
stick-
no immediate consequence.
Yes.
That's
There's
the problem.
there's
Anything that is like where God is the punisher in the situation. People feel like there's no immediate consequence because he doesn't come out of the sky and be like, yeah.
Yeah, there is no immediate consequence.
Yes.
for that.
So that's why people aren't afraid.
Yes. So why not just remove that part, because nobody's abiding by that anymore. Nobody.
But that's what I'm saying, like, rather don't get married. That's my point. Like, people should stop trying to change things to suit them.
That's the world we live in.
No, that's
Sadly, that's the world we live in.
no, but that there's a point where we need to draw the line on things. Like, okay, it's either you are not for that thing, then leave it. You understand? That thing doesn't have to change to accommodate you.
Or
No.
just make marriage accommodate today's society.
Why? Then it's just relationships. What people want today is just to be together for as long as they feel like they're feeding each other.
Yes.
That could be 2 weeks, that could be a month. That's not marriage. Like,
Yeah,
leave
but then-
marriage out of it then and date. Like,
then most
date
people-
indefinitely.
Most people never go into marriage wanting to get divorced, but they get divorced.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Please. There are a lot of people that are going into marriage just knowing. Really? You want to
Well,
play that way?
those are the cynical ones that go for the bag and everything like that.
Yes.
Most people who are in love, and
Yes.
they love each other, and they decide to get married.
But like,
them
I
never-
feel like there's certain questions that need to be asked beforehand, like critical questions, and I feel aren't asked like in like marriage counseling things and things like that.
That's
It's like,
another thing.
Should
Most
this
people
happen?
never go.
Would you still be with this person? Like, you know what I mean?
Most people never go to marriage counseling anyway.
Yeah.
And on top of that, even if you get asked all these questions, at the time you'll be like, yes. At the time, because I need to
Yeah,
all
because it's not happened. It hasn't
and
happened.
you're in love at the time. You're like, yeah, I'll do
But
anything for my
look, I
person
get
and
that. I
all
get a
stuff.
person who enters something blindly like that with the hopes of making it work for what it is. But like marriage, get married to be married. If you guys want to date, that's okay.
So I want to ask this last philosophical question,
Mm-hmm.
right? Why, when you go up to the altar and you say, "I'll be with you for better, for worse,
Yeah.
in sickness and in health,
Mm.
till death do us part."
For rich or for poor.
Yes, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all get married after saying all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a situation where a divorce is valid under those terms? Is there a situation?
Where it's that I'm leaving you because you're poor.
No, I'm saying
Like
is there
that.
no is there
Or I'm leaving you because you're sick. Or
no I'm saying, like, once you say all of that,
yeah.
is there a situation where a divorce
It can
makes-
ever be valid.
yes, makes sense? Once you say all of that.
Adultery, according to the Bible, this is the only time where a man is permitted to leave a woman. Like,
And when
and
does
God
adultery-
is filled with that.
Adultery.
Yeah. which
Oh,
he
okay,
hates.
then everybody's
Then it's
justified
like, if that, like, you can literally say, if
Hmm.
that, then.
Oh, okay, then everyone's justified. It's cool then. It's cool. She probably committed
But
adultery.
he's like, it's not desirable. If it were up to him, you should probably stick it through and work it out with your wife, because she will continue to be an adulterer. Unfortunately, like nothing she does after that will be like, and that's like the strictness scale of Bible and all of that. But yeah, according to the Bible, the only time where it is forgivable for you to divorce your wife and you need to file for divorce, like it even says there, you need to give her a letter of divorce, is when she has committed adultery.
In my opinion, I feel like he's justified because he did warn her and she was willing to end the relationship,
Yeah.
to go out with her friends, and unfortunately when bad things happened, now he wanted to stay. And he doesn't have to do that, unfortunately, in this day and age.
So my take on this, like as they stand like right now, a part of me does feel like maybe he should stick it through and like, you know, see it through with his wife. Like, it's his wife. When
But he
married
hasn't
her,
slept with her in
he
like 2
loved
years.
her. Yeah, I'm getting there. He loves her and he loved her when he married her, right? So that same love should be able to resurface if it was real love. I'm just saying. But also I understand that you can't force a person who's uncomfortable. Like, he's clearly uncomfortable. Like, she's got whatever she's got. I don't want to be putting names on her or speculating whatever it is, but she's got she's got, and obviously she has to live with it for the rest of her life, and he's afraid that it might, you know, he might contract it. That's fair and that's valid, and it's his health and it's his well-being, and it, you know, like, honestly, you can't be mad at him for looking out for himself. Like, we can fight the whole stigma thing, like he's wrong to have, you know, to stigmatize someone, and perhaps it's not that contagious or whatever, I don't know. But at the end of the day, the decision is still his, and it's his body, it's his life. So in that case, there's no point in actually being with a person where you don't feel comfortable with them. You guys haven't been intimate for 2 years, and let's be honest, at some point he's gonna want to be intimate if he hasn't already. You understand? So now it's gonna be a matter of, he's gonna be cheating. Then what? Is she gonna stay with him? You know, just
so
for that?
it's over. It's over.
It's over. Moral of this story, I feel like, get into marriage if you really are about that life, and really this that you're getting into, or that family you're creating, really comes first before anything. And if you know deep inside that the streets are that important to you, maybe you should not get into marriage.
You guys let us know what you think about this whole situation.
Yeah. Let us know. Would you stay? Would you stay? Would you stay? I mean, would you stay?
Don't forget to like, subscribe.
And keep watching. Bye.
We'll check you guys in the next one.